Hello everyone, welcome to Step Inequalities. So the first step is to draw a line under our inequality sign, just like we would with an equation. Then find your variable, then undo any adding or subtracting you see, undo any multiplication or division you see, and our little note there, if the number is negative that we divide or multiply by, we gotta flip our sign. Last step, we gotta graph our solution. Okay, first one here, 9a minus 2 is greater than or equal to negative 92. Line under my inequality sign, start solving my equation. A's over here, so I have to start over here. I see minus 2, so I need to change that to be plus 2 on both sides. I have to cross those out, they cancel. I bring down 9a greater than or equal to negative 92 plus 2 is negative 90. I then take my 9. I'm doing 9 times a. To undo that, I divide by 9 on both sides. This is a positive number, so I don't have to do anything with my inequality sign. I just say my 9's cancel, and I bring down exactly what it already was. Just because this is negative doesn't mean I do anything with the sign. It's only the number that I divide by that I would change anything. So I just end up getting negative 10. So a is greater than or equal to negative 10. I come down here. I have my number line. I'm going to put negative 10 in the middle, fill out the rest of my number line. If I go bigger, I'm going to go negative 9 and negative 8. If I go smaller, I'm going to go negative 11, negative 12. At negative 10, if I have this or equal to part of my symbol, it means I can be equal to negative 10, so I do a filled in dot. And I would like to be greater than or equal to negative 10. So greater than means over here, I am bigger than negative 10. We could also say, hey, I see that this symbol here could just be made into an arrow that points this way. That means my inequality will go that way. Okay? Number 2, line under the inequality sign. Find my x, working on this side first. I have to get rid of my minus 5. To do that, I have to do plus 5 on both sides. Cancel out my 5's, bring down the x over negative 4, bring down my inequality symbol. 2 plus 5 is 7. I now need to get rid of division. I do that with multiplication. I'm going to multiply by a negative 4 on both sides. Hey, I just multiplied by a negative. That means I have to flip my inequality symbol. So I'm going to have, instead of a greater than, it's going to flip to a less than. And I did that because I multiplied by a negative 4. Now I say, okay, these cancel. Bring down my x. 7 times negative 4 is negative 28. I have x is less than negative 28. I now graph this. Negative 28 in the middle. Do my numbers around it. Oops. Do my dot now. I am x is less than negative 28, so I have an empty dot because we are not equal to 28. We do not include negative 28. Then I think about my arrow. I want to be less than negative 28. So I'm on this side of negative 28. Okay? And again, if you were unsure, we look at our inequality symbol, we make it into an arrow, we say, okay, it's going this way, so my line goes this way. Okay, number 3. Line under my inequality symbol. I'm on the side with the variable. I need to get rid of the number that's not with the variable first. That's this 8. To get rid of a positive 8, which is what this is, I have to do minus 8. So on both sides, I will do minus 8. 16 minus 8 is just 8. Bring down the inequality symbol. Bring down the negative 8w. To get rid of that negative 8, I say, okay, right here, between the negative 8 and the w is multiplication. To undo multiplication, I divide. So on both sides, I'm going to divide by a negative 8. I'm going to stop real quick and say, hey, I'm dividing by a negative. I need to flip my sign. So I flip my inequality sign around to be a greater than sign now. I say 8 divided by negative 8, that's negative 1. I say, okay, these cancel, I'm left with w. Negative 1 is greater than w. We don't personally love when the letter is on the right side of the inequality. So I'm going to flip this around so my variable is over here on the left, my number is over here on the right. If I'm going to do that, I have to flip my inequality symbol as well. I have to now say, okay, the opening is towards the negative 1. I need to write it like this. Okay? And then I can graph it. The problem with not flipping it around is most of us are going to end up drawing our arrow the wrong way. Once we flip it around, we can say, okay, I make my arrow like this. My arrow is going to end up going this way. Okay? But my dot at negative 1 should be empty because I am not including negative 1 in my inequality. It's just less than, not less than or equal to. Since w is less than negative 1, my arrow is going to be to the left here. It's all the numbers that are smaller than negative 1. Alright, you're going to do some practice problems now. You are going to do 4 through 8, please. Start questions if you're interested. There is a matching after that. If you want to do the matching, go for it. It's just for extra practice. So go ahead and do 4 through 8, please. Here's your answer for question 4. Check your work. Here is 5 through 8. Check your work. Couple things to note. Divided by a negative here, we flipped our sign. Multiplied by a negative here, we flipped our sign. Divided by a negative here, we flipped our sign. Okay, a lot of flipping of the signs on this one. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.